welcome back to my channel. Today we're here with another video. As you can tell, this video is going to be all about my favorite apps that I use for nursing school. You have probably seen many of these apps throughout my videos, but I decided to condense them all into this one pretty easy to view video, so you don't have to go watching through all my YouTube videos to find out what my favorite apps are for school. I asked you guys in my last video if you guys would be interested in this video. Many of you guys said, yeah girl, put them together. So I did, and I decided today to also do a giveaway. It's going to be the first giveaway that I have ever done, and it's going to be a pretty awesome one. If you guys want to know how to enter the giveaway and what's going to be included in the giveaway, make sure you guys stay to the end of this video. I'll be giving you guys all the details. But other than that, if you guys want to know what my favorite apps are for nursing school, what apps do I use every single day or almost every single day for nursing school specifically, then just stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you like this video. But yeah, let's get started. Alrighty guys, so the first app that I'm going to be talking about today is going to be an app that you might be on right now to watch this video. It's gonna be YouTube. Now, many of you guys are probably gonna be like, girl, why are you talking about YouTube? Obviously, we already know about this app. We're here watching your video. But I just wanted to bring it up just in case some of you guys are watching these type of videos on nursing students, but you have not seen any educational videos on YouTube. I have talked about her before on my channel. I absolutely love her. I will talk about her until probably the day that I pass my NCLEX. Registered Nurse RN is here on YouTube, and she has so many educational videos. I have been watching her since my first semester of nursing school, and let me tell you guys, I probably would have not gotten through med-surg without her. So I'll make sure to leave her YouTube down below. But if you guys are in nursing school, if you guys are in med-surg, any part of nursing school, even your first semester of nursing school, if you guys aren't familiar with basic nursing skills and you guys want to brush up, or if you guys are just going to start clinicals and you guys don't know like what should I be looking forward to, make sure you check out her videos. She has such a variety of every single semester in nursing school that you can possibly think of, like so many different topics, and she's continuously putting out new videos. Yeah, I felt like it wouldn't be right if I didn't include YouTube, since I use YouTube literally almost every single time that I study. I have YouTube on, and I'm either watching Registered Nurse RN or I'm watching Khan Academy. There's so many different types of videos. Like if you guys look up anything that you're particularly learning about, maybe a heart condition or a med-surg disease or something like that, you put that up. Just look up nursing right next to it, and then a bunch of nursing videos should pop up. But I did want to mention YouTube just because there's so much free information on here you don't even have to pay for. And yeah, so that's going to be the first app that is a must-have for me for nursing school. Okay guys, so the second app that I'm going to be talking about might be like a duh, or it might be like a what. The second app that I'm going to be mentioning today is Pinterest. So you guys might be like, what can Pinterest have for me? I'm actually going to screen record right now so you guys can see what I have on my Pinterest. Okay, so for what I use Pinterest for is going to be more basic things, like things that I want to remember every single day, or mnemonics, stuff like that. Like that's kind of what I use Pinterest for. You guys, like I have found so many awesome mnemonics on Pinterest that I use throughout my notes and have actually written down on that extra sheet of paper that they give me for my exams. And that's the reason why I'm able to figure out problems on my exams. Pinterest is seriously awesome. A lot of previous nursing students or nursing students now actually take pictures of their notes and post them to Pinterest. And sometimes other people have better ways of explaining things or better ways of remembering things than than you can. Like you can try to like think about a mnemonic and you're like, how the heck am I gonna remember this? You might look it up on Pinterest and put, of course, nursing right next to it as well when you do a search for it. And a bunch of things will pop up, as you can see here. There's a bunch of different things that I have saved. I don't actually have everything saved that I've ever used like in nursing school. Everything that you see here is probably going to be things that I just like save like on the go. But a lot of the things that I do look up on Pinterest, I'll put in my notes and then I'll just erase it off my phone just because I have it already in my notes. But Pinterest is such an awesome tool. I'm going to show you guys. You can see I have heparin versus warfarin. I did have a problem with remembering the difference between heparin and warfarin when I was in the hospital. They're primarily used for almost the same thing, and it would kind of always confuse me because nurses would always ask me, what's warfarin for, what's heparin for, and I'd be like, wait, is that this one? And they'd be like, no, that's warfarin and that's the other one or whatever. So I did look that up just so that I can remember it. These antidepressants is something that I used when I was in mental health. It was just something to help me remember the side effects and the common names, just because mental health I did take during the summer and I did not have that much time to study them. So actually I copied this entire chart that you see here onto my own piece of paper just to help me remember, because for me, writing things down helps me remember it rather than just printing it out and learning about it. So I did take this exact page and I made a whole sheet about it to help me remember. This is something that I use literally all the time. It's medical abbreviations. The things that you see every single day in the hospital when I'm reading nurses' notes or doctor's notes. I'll see like OD, OS, OU, like, you know, BID, and I used to be like, what the heck is that? Like, this is literally a different language. I used to just Google them all and picture on Pinterest, and I saved it, and it's just something to help me remember. Sometimes I'll just go through my nursing page just to refresh, maybe before a semester, before clinical, stuff like that, and this kind of helps me just so that when I am reading my nurse's notes or my doctor's notes, I'm not like Googling every other word to try to see what the heck they're talking about. Another thing that I have here are congenital heart defects. As you can see, this is a different nursing student's notes, and it was an awesome way to remember it. She even drew it out. But yeah, so I just wanted to mention Pinterest because it's super, super easy. It's completely free. Some of you guys are studying for something, you're looking for mnemonics. Many times I do look it up on Pinterest, and I'm able to find awesome notes on here. Okay guys, so the next app, the third app that I'm going to be talking about today, this is going to be my primarily nursing apps from here down. The next 3 apps are actually going to be my primarily nursing apps. So the first one that I want to talk about is called Davis Drug Guide. I'm going to be putting up the screen right here so you guys can see what I'm talking about as I look it up. I have talked about Davis Drug Guide before on my channel. When I actually first made my first must-haves for nursing school, I told you guys about my my drug guide, my big book drug guide, and it was like that big. It's underneath my camera right now. I use books to kind of hold up my camera. If not, I'd show you guys, but it's like a really thick drug guide. That's actually what I carried around all throughout foundations, which was my first semester for clinical, and I did also carry that around my backpack. Actually, what I used for my drug guide up until I discovered the Davis Drug Guide. So as you can see here, anything that you look up, like any medication that you look up, whether you're reading your notes and you find a medication that you don't know anything about, you're in clinical and you're taking care of a patient and you're looking at their drugs and you're like, what the heck is that drug? You can just pull up your phone and look up any type of drug on here and it'll give you all the information. So as you can see, it is in alphabetical order, or you can just search right here. Let's look up acetaminophen, because of course, why not, you know? So let's look up acetaminophen and it'll tell you all the trade names that they have. It'll have the indication, so what it's normally used for. So it'll give you the mechanism of action, which all of these things are things that they required in my concept maps, not in my concept maps, but in my care plans when I first started foundations. We would have to do a huge on drugs, and it asks for like the mechanism of action, what it's used for, what it's specifically being used for my patient, the therapeutic effect, it asks for side effects, all those things, and it would take me so long to like flip through the pages in my drug guide and like try to hold it open while I filled it in. I would actually have my boyfriend hold the book just because it's so small and so... Hey guys, so my camera actually stopped recording and I had to charge it for a bit. So we're just gonna continue on with the video. Typical, this happens like every video, but it's fine. So I believe what I was talking about before the camera shut off is that when I was doing my care plans, I had to do these drug cards for all the drugs that my patients were on and the things that they required. I believe I already listed them out. If not, I can give you guys like a little sample. I can either put it on the screen, I'll put it down below just so you guys can see. And everything that they require on those drug cards for my care plans are actually on this app, and it's super easy to use. You literally just scroll down, it gives you even the route and the dosage, which they also asked me on my care plans when I first started out. It gives you the different forms, and then it gives you the assessment things, which was also required on those drug cards. It required like, what are you gonna assess? Like, what are things that are crucial? What are adverse effects? What are adverse reactions? What are signs and symptoms of maybe overdose and stuff like that? So this app just gives you all of that, potential diagnoses, and then IV, how you can give them, what's compatible, and then teaching, which was another thing that was required for our concept map. So this is an app that I used and I do use still for my, before it was care plans, now we've kind of switched more to concept maps, and I do use these for my concept maps. I also use this whenever I have to do my med administration. So our teacher would come around and assess us on how we give meds, and we had to know what the med was for and some things related to the medication. So before my teacher comes around, I would look up all the medications that I would give And I would make sure that I knew everything about it. So if she asked me, okay, what are we going to be assessing for? Is this compatible? Is this this? Is this this? I would already have all that information either written down or would have already read through it. And it's super easy that it's in an app rather than in a book, so you don't have to be carrying on that book. So this is going to be the third app. I absolutely love this app. I recommend it to every single nursing student. I'd rather have an app than a book. Okay guys, so the fourth app that I'm going to be talking about, as you can see here, is the Nurse's Pocket Guide. This is another app in Nursing Central. As you can see, your Unbound Medicine, same company. I'm going to show you guys how cool this app is. So talking about care plans and concept maps, this is another thing that I do use on top of clinicals. I also use this for lecture. Okay, so there's many different ways to kind of use this app. The majority of the ways that I've used this app is if I'm at the hospital, I'm in clinical, and like I told you guys, I have to do expires or I have to do concept maps that are due at the end of the day. So I have to do a whole concept map on this patient. So let's say I have a patient that comes in for constipation, and I'm here treating the patient, and of course I have to come up with a nursing diagnosis, as many of you guys know, or if you don't know, you're not in nursing school just yet, you have to do nursing diagnoses. I'll give you guys like a little example, or I'm about to tell you guys an example if that kind of didn't make any sense. But that's the format that we need to use. So let's say I have a patient in for constipation. I'll click on here, constipation, and it'll give me different diagnoses that I can use. And these are NAND approved diagnoses. So I can say constipation related to abdominal musculature, GI obstructive lesions, blah, 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 blah. And then I'll do as evidenced by, and whatever evidence that patient is showing. So let's say not having a bowel movement for 3 days, or as evidenced by a hard stool, or like something that is evidence that I have seen myself is how we'll do it. So this app has helped me a lot whenever I do my concept maps, and I'm kind of like, that was kind of like an easy one. Let me look for a different one. So let's say I have a patient in with cystic fibrosis, and I don't know too much about cystic fibrosis. I haven't learned it just yet. We haven't had a lecture on it. I'll look up cystic fibrosis, as you can see here, and it'll give me a bunch of different diagnoses that I can use related to cystic fibrosis that many people suffer from. So we could do a nursing diagnosis would be ineffective airway clearance, risk for infection, imbalanced nutrition, deficient knowledge, compromised family coping, and I would pick out of these which one best relates to my patient depending on what I see fit. Once I talk to them, you're with that patient literally all day. You can see, okay, I can tell that this patient doesn't eat, they haven't touched their lunch, their breakfast. We can do, they're gonna have imbalanced nutrition on top of the fact that they have cystic fibrosis. So yeah, that is one of my favorite apps that I use. That is the fourth favorite app that I use. I use that all the time in clinical, literally every single day in clinical. Instead of like Googling something, like this is something that I know that I can pull up, and it's super easy to look up, and it helps me so much. You guys know I've talked about this a million times in my videos. When I do concept maps or care plans, it literally takes 10 hours to like complete it. Like it takes so long. So doing stuff like this is really good practice, and it's super easy to have it on your phone so that while you're at the hospital, you're not spending like literally an hour on your paperwork. You're doing what you can, you're writing down, you're looking it up, able to form that nursing diagnosis, and you're able to be in that patient room more often than writing on paper, than doing your paperwork. This app also, so let's say here for deficient knowledge, it'll also give you like related factors. So you can say deficient knowledge related to insufficient information, insufficient interest, all those things, which is what you need to have a nursing diagnosis. And then you can do the defining characteristics. It'll even tell you what your desired outcomes are. So what are you expecting? What goals are you having for those patients? And then what interventions are you going to do? Those are all things that are required on care plans. It's literally the care plan right here written for you. So whatever diagnosis you come up with, you can literally just look it up on here, and it'll give you everything that you need. Nursing priority 2, nursing priority 3, everything that you're going to be looking for, all the priorities that you're going to write down on there, will give it to you. And then it'll tell you assessment findings. What are you going to reassess for? What are you planning on doing for that nursing diagnosis? And then what are you going to implement? So it's literally an entire care plan in an app. Like, this app is seriously amazing, you guys. When I tell you guys these are my favorite apps, like these are my favorite apps. Like these are must-have apps for me. It's not just, this app is pretty cool. Like here, you can use it, and you can use it every once in a while. Like these are apps that I literally use every single time I have my concept map or my care plan due. These are apps that I use. So that is my fourth favorite app. Alrighty guys, so my fifth favorite app. Now this app isn't something that I'm like ride or die for. It's just the fact that you have an app like this. So this app is called the NCLEX RN Quest. And this app is particularly made to practice application-based questions. So, if you guys have seen my What's It Like Being a Nursing Student, or me talking about the struggles of being in nursing school, a lot of the things that I talk about is how hard it is for me to answer the questions on the test. It's not just knowledge-based, it's all application-based. It's all critical thinking. So it's not just gonna be an answer that stands out to you because you studied it. It's gonna be like, let me really think about this. Like, I have to put this, they're asking me specifically this, and it's like something you need to practice doing in your head in order for you to be able to answer it. So a lot of the times you guys ask me, you know, what can I do to help, you know, to help me answer those questions? And honestly, the only thing that I could say that has helped me and has helped others is doing practice questions. So that's exactly what this app is for. I'm gonna screen record here so you guys can see it. This is not the only app that I do have, but this is actually an app that I'm going to be doing in my giveaways. It's going to be the one that I'm going to be including. But as long as you have an application practice nursing school practice question app is the whole point of what I'm trying to say. So on this app, as you can see, it gives you the option of taking a quick quiz, client need questions, curriculum specific questions, which is normally what I do. So I'll click on that since that's what I like to do. We'll click on fundamentals. Let's say you're in fundamentals or foundations of nursing. And then what I usually like to do is to practice the test just because I like to get my feedback as soon as possible. So this is kind of like an example. So it'll give you a question and then it'll give you all these answer choices. You can ask for a hint if you want. So a hint will be right there. So I'm just gonna click on one and that was wrong. So it'll tell you exactly why it was wrong. And then it'll give you another option. So let's say I click this one. Okay, so that's the right one. You exactly why that's the right one, which is something that's gonna help you a lot because if you honestly clicked on the wrong answer thinking, well, this is my train of thought, why isn't this one right? This app is gonna tell you exactly why what you picked isn't exactly what the question is asking. If you're not doing very well on your test, or if you haven't started nursing school just yet and you wanna practice these type of questions, this is something that I recommend. You guys know I've talked about the Saunders book, that green and Clark Saunders book that I have in my nursing must-haves. That's also an awesome book for you guys to practice questions. But if you guys want an app that you can use literally every single day, whenever you want, wherever you are, this is an awesome app that I use. And it separates everything into the different semesters that you're in. So let's say you're in psych. You can click on psych, click on practice the test, and it'll be the same thing. This is an awesome way for you guys to practice those type of questions, which is something that I had to do. I was studying my butt off, my fundamentals or my foundation semester, and I was not doing so good until I realized it's not the material that I'm struggling with, it was the actual questions that I was struggling with. So this app is something that will help you a lot. If you guys don't want this app, there's literally a trillion different apps, and I can listen down below that all have the exact same type of questions. It's just the fact that you have something to practice those questions and get your mind rolling. This is also an awesome app. If you're already in nursing school, you're preparing for your NCLEX, and you want to practice those questions, these apps are literally awesome as well. So alrighty guys, so those are my 5 favorite apps, my 5 must-have apps for nursing school. So if you guys stayed till the end of this video, now it is time for the giveaway. Alrighty guys, so for this giveaway, I am not giving away just 1, not 2, but 3 of the apps that I'm talking about in this video. So I'm going to be giving away my Davis Drug Guide app, I'm going to be giving away the Nurse's Pocket Guide, and I'm also going to be giving away the NCLEX RN Quest app. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is comment down below, make sure you're subscribed, comment down below why you're into nursing. I want you to list down below which app you prefer and then give me an email for me to contact you if I decide that you are the winner. I want you guys to just comment a reason why you're into nursing. It's nothing special, nothing crazy. You can talk about your nursing journey if you're still in high school, if you're already in nursing school, if you're doing your prereqs, whatever you want. I just want to hear about you guys' nursing journey. I'm actually going to be giving away only 2 here on YouTube, 2 of the apps. So the reason why I'm only giving away 2 apps here on YouTube is because I'm giving away 1 on my Instagram. So if you guys head over to Instagram, my username is Nursing with Jackie. I'll have it right here. And I'm going to be doing a post in these next couple days about it, and I'll tell you guys exactly how to enter. And yeah, so I'm really excited about this giveaway, you guys. This is something that I'm super excited about. I've wanted to do giveaways before on my channel, but as you guys know, I don't work. I'm a nursing student, so I don't have any money. But I'm super excited to be partnering with this company and that they're able to do this for you guys, because I'm not getting anything out of this. Like, I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting anything. This is just something that they sent me, these apps. I absolutely love them, and I've included them in a ton of my videos. And they asked me if I wanted to do a giveaway, and I did. So another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that if you guys don't end up joining the giveaway or you don't win, I'm actually gonna have a 20% off of all these 3 apps. I'm gonna have a link down below so you guys can see them. If you wanna get 1 app, if you wanna get 2 or 3, the 20% off will be on all the apps. You just have to click on the link down below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm super excited about this giveaway. By the way, all the details will be listed down below, so check out the description box. But yeah, good luck guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.